People who were accusing him maybe had a financial incentive, maybe some of those accusers willingly participated in freak-offs, but I'm not sure you need all of the evidence to convict him to just get a warrant. All you need is probable cause, and I think they probably had enough there.
A lot of people have been saying this when they see him out at events with Haley at times. Well, Haley and Justin are not immune to this. They have seen a lot of this, and they say that fans have this all wrong.
Lately, Justin Bieber has sparked concern with his gaunt appearances in New York and rumors of trouble in his marriage. Once a radiant teen idol, he now seems a shadow of his former self, leaving fans and friends worried. His struggles appear deeper than fame's pressures. Could they be tied to a darker past? Some speculate a connection to a controversial figure in music, raising questions about hidden battles. What's really going on with the once unstoppable global sensation? Let's dive in.
Yeah, first time I smoked, I don't suggest this, but I was 13. Yeah, 13, 12 or 13.
Justin Bieber was recently spotted in New York City, looking almost unrecognizable, with a shaved head and no trademark cap. His oversized yellow hoodie swallowed his noticeably thinner frame, while his distracted gaze sparked a frenzy of speculation. Social media exploded with reactions, ranging from deep concern to outright alarm. "He looks like he's carrying the weight of the world," one fan commented. Others questioned if this was a silent cry for help.
Fans have been very concerned about Justin Bieber after some photos and videos in the last few weeks, and their concern in seeing images like this is thinking that perhaps he is in the middle of some binge. That's what the buzz has been.
Those close to Justin share the public's concern, describing his mental state as fragile and deeply troubling. Insiders fear he's in a downward spiral they can't pull him from. "He's rich, he's famous, but he's been robbed of a normal life," a source told Radar Online. His struggles with fame are well documented, but what's even more alarming are whispers that his current state may be tied to unresolved shadows from his past.
Yeah, so I actually spoke to the Bieber's rep, who told us on record that any narrative about him doing is just absolutely not true, and just that it's ridiculous. And here's the thing, like, he's had a very transformative year. He started off the year disassociating himself with people that no longer served him in his life. You know, we saw him unfollowing a bunch of people that he used to be close with.
Then there's the chatter surrounding Justin's marriage to Hailey Baldwin. From the outside, they've often been seen as the perfect couple, but recent rumors suggest cracks in their foundation. Married since 2018, they've faced public scrutiny before, but the speculation has intensified. Reports claim they may not have spent Christmas together last year, and Hailey's cryptic Instagram activity hasn't helped. One post, featuring a laughing man repeating, "You're not well, and it's okay," sparked even more debate. Was she addressing Justin, the public, or the media? No one knows for sure, but the timing has only fueled growing concerns about their relationship.
I feel like a lot of people began questioning Justin Bieber when he got connected with the whole Diddy situation. But we have to remember, Justin has always been like a positive light. So the fact that people are making his personality in connection to now, I feel like it's sad. He should be able to be outside and be happy. I was actually more worried when we weren't.
Speculation about Justin Bieber's struggles extends far beyond marital discord. His troubled expression and withdrawn demeanor have drawn comparisons to other former child stars like Britney Spears and Amanda Bynes, both of whom have battled serious mental health issues. Could Justin be on a similar path? His friends reportedly fear so. Justin's journey hasn't been easy. Thrust into the spotlight as a teenager, he was discovered on YouTube and catapulted to international fame almost overnight. While millions of fans adored him, the darker side of his meteoric rise was relentless, exhausting tours, media scrutiny, and inevitable missteps under the public eye. He was barely old enough to vote, yet he carried the weight of an entire generation's expectations. Then there's the matter of Sean "Diddy" Combs, the music mogul now making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Justin first met Diddy as a young teen, and their relationship has been the subject of speculation ever since. A resurfaced video has only intensified the controversy. In the clip, Diddy describes spending time with young Justin as a 15-year-old's dream, adding cryptically that their activities can't really be disclosed. The vagueness of his words has left many guessing, and the theories aren't pretty.
Yeah, look, I mean, the raids were a centerpiece of the evidence that was gathered by the prosecution in putting together their case. So if they win this motion to suppress all that evidence, it really would present a sort of insurmountable hurdle for the prosecutors to bring their case. I think it might be a long shot, though. They're saying that the evidence put forth in these warrant requests presented a grossly distorted picture of reality, and that it didn't present a full picture of what Diddy was doing.
Insiders say Justin has been deeply affected by the allegations against Diddy, who faces serious charges. Though Justin hasn't commented, sources claim just hearing Diddy's name is enough to leave him visibly shaken.
We are not done. This investigation is ongoing, and I encourage anyone with information about this case to come forward and to do it quickly.
If the rumors are true, Justin Bieber's connection to Diddy may have gone beyond a typical mentor-protege relationship. Some speculate that Justin's time with the mogul was marked by experiences far removed from the glitz and glamour expected in the industry. A day once described by Diddy as a 15-year-old's dream now carries a much darker undertone, leaving many questioning what really transpired. Diddy was notorious for hosting extravagant parties, and even Khloe Kardashian once casually mentioned on Keeping Up with the Kardashians that she had seen Justin at one such event. At the time, he was just 20 years old, and the atmosphere was reportedly anything but innocent. These resurfaced stories raise pressing questions. How much of Justin's current struggles can be traced back to his past experiences with Diddy? Was he simply a young star swept up in the whirlwind of fame, or was there something more sinister at play? While Justin has never made allegations against Diddy, his recent decision to unfollow the mogul on social media speaks volumes. It's a silent but powerful way of distancing himself, and both fans and the media have taken notice.
Hey, real quickly, all that commissary stuff, he's not getting any of that because people in the shoe have an abbreviated list. So he's out of luck. No stake for him. Yeah, he is on watch. This guy thought he would have went home. All of a sudden, he didn't get bond. Remember, the first night that he was there...
Justin Bieber's friends are reportedly urging him to open up about his experiences, but it's clear that whatever he's facing isn't easy to discuss. He's a pretty lonely guy, one source revealed. Despite all the people around him, he doesn't really have anyone he can truly confide in. This sense of isolation only fuels concern, especially given comparisons to other troubled stars who have struggled with the dark side of fame. So where does this leave Justin? Is he simply going through a rough patch, or is there something much deeper at play? As fans continue to speculate, one thing is certain: the world is watching, hoping he can find his way back to the light. Yet, with so many unanswered questions, the mystery surrounding his current state only deepens. As Diddy faces mounting legal troubles, the connection between the two becomes impossible to ignore. Could Justin's story hold the key to uncovering a larger truth, or is this just another chapter in a saga that's far from over?
Now, to the latest on the arrest of Sean Diddy Combs. This one has so many people talking. The disgraced music mogul facing federal racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking charges. Both the prosecution and defense teams are set to discuss the next phase of action following the indictment, as investigators work to determine potential co-conspirators. But how exactly did we get here?
The saga surrounding Sean Diddy Combs is a ticking time bomb, exploding in ways no one expected. As Justin Bieber's personal struggles draw attention to his past connection with the music mogul, Diddy's empire is crumbling under the weight of shocking allegations. Once hailed as a kingmaker in the industry, his downfall is exposing a darker web of secrets, lies, and betrayals. Though whispers of legal troubles surrounded Diddy for years, the storm truly broke in September 2024 when federal agents arrested him in New York. The charges are staggering: accusations of orchestrating a widespread operation involving coercion, intimidation, and exploitation. The indictment further claims he used his influence to manipulate and control those around him, creating an environment where his whims became law. It's a scandal so explosive, it feels ripped straight from a Hollywood thriller, one that is still unfolding before the world's eyes.
This is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in a jail cell right now, I think it really underscores the magnitude of what he's facing and the weight of the federal government.
The charges against Sean Diddy Combs are as disturbing as they are complex. Federal prosecutors allege he operated a calculated and sinister enterprise, surrounding himself with enablers who ensured his every demand was met. Reports claim individuals were forced into situations they couldn't escape, all while he maintained an image of luxury and success. Diddy's arrest was anything but quiet. Federal agents conducted dramatic raids on his Los Angeles and Miami properties, seizing a vast trove of potential evidence, from personal devices to private recordings. The scale of what investigators uncovered suggests a monumental case is building against him. His legal team has been working tirelessly to challenge the raids, arguing that search warrants were overly broad and lacked crucial context. However, their efforts to suppress the evidence have so far fallen flat, leaving Diddy's fate and the truth behind these allegations hanging in the balance.
It's a question of that, but when you read through the indictment, it's pretty clear who could be indicted as a co-conspirator. Right now, there are people in the indictment who would be considered unnamed co-conspirators, but clearly have played a role in this conspiracy. And I think prosecutors have some big leverage on them because they're hoping that they testify against Diddy as prosecution witnesses.
One of the most shocking aspects of the case against Sean Diddy Combs is the sheer number of people coming forward. As legal floodgates opened, over 100 individuals reportedly filed lawsuits, alleging everything from exploitation to threats of violence. These accusations span decades, with some dating back to the 1990s. Each new revelation triggers another, creating a domino effect that Diddy's legal team is struggling to contain. The magnitude of these claims has left the entertainment world reeling. Industry insiders say former members of Diddy's inner circle are now scrambling to distance themselves, fearing their association could damage their own reputations. Even longtime collaborators who once benefited from his influence are staying silent, perhaps hoping to avoid the fallout. Their refusal to defend him speaks volumes, highlighting just how dramatically the tide has turned against Diddy in recent months.
It's getting hot. Yeah, it absolutely is. Another layer to this story, Anne-Marie. A federal investigation into Combs has been ongoing, but he has not been charged with a crime.
Adding to the shock is the involvement of high-profile celebrities indirectly linked to the case. Rumors swirl about potential testimonies, with several prominent figures allegedly contacted by investigators. While some deny any connection, others remain silent, fueling speculation about Diddy's influence and long-hidden secrets. The mounting legal pressure hasn't just exposed Diddy's alleged actions, it has cast a shadow over some of the biggest names in entertainment, leaving fans stunned and questioning just how deep this scandal truly runs.
What we saw in that video totally eviscerated his credibility.
Public fascination with the case has only intensified, with social media acting as a virtual courtroom where opinions fly and hashtags calling for justice continue to trend. Fans and critics alike dissect every new revelation, with some calling this the biggest scandal to hit the music industry in decades, comparing it to other notorious cases that shook Hollywood. The anticipation for Diddy's trial is palpable, with many believing it could be a watershed moment that changes the industry forever. Among the most high-profile accusations are those made by Cassie Ventura, a singer and former partner of Diddy. Her lawsuit, which was settled almost immediately after being filed, painted a grim picture of their relationship. Though the terms remain confidential, the speed of the settlement has left many wondering what Diddy might be trying to hide. Cassie isn't alone, numerous other women have come forward, and even men from Diddy's inner circle have accused him of manipulative behavior, further complicating the narrative.
And there has been a lot going on. Since November, there have been 8 civil lawsuits filed against Diddy. 7 of them accuse him of sexual assault.
If the allegations weren't damaging enough, Diddy's behavior since his incarceration has only worsened his situation. Prosecutors accuse him of attempting to manipulate witnesses from behind bars, allegedly using smuggled phones to orchestrate schemes aimed at controlling the narrative and discrediting his accusers. These actions have heightened concerns about his threat to the investigation's integrity. As a result, 3 separate judges have denied him bail, despite repeated attempts by his legal team to secure his release. The courtroom drama doesn't end there. One of Diddy's own lawyers recently made headlines by stepping down from his defense team, citing an inability to continue representing him effectively. Though the reasons remain unclear, the move has only fueled speculation that Diddy's case is spiraling out of control. Even with a team of high-powered attorneys by his side, the cracks in his defense are becoming increasingly visible.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. Back up.
You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession
What
of.
does all of this mean for Justin Bieber? The ongoing saga surrounding Diddy has clearly affected him. Sources say Justin has been strongly advised to distance himself from the embattled mogul, a challenge given rumors that he may be called to testify. The possibility of taking the stand has reportedly left him shaken, with insiders describing him as deeply conflicted. While Justin hasn't publicly commented on Diddy's legal troubles, his recent actions, including unfollowing Diddy on social media, suggest he's quietly cutting ties.
That fact in of itself is a big deal, because when you're talking about going back in time and talking about these allegations from other alleged victims, you know, there's not a lot of police reports, but you guys actually have one. And is that going to be revealed? Are we going to be able to see it?
Yes, as soon as I file my lawsuit in civil court, I will be attaching
The question now is whether Diddy's empire can survive this storm. With each new allegation, the walls close in tighter, and as more people come forward, it seems increasingly unlikely he will emerge unscathed. For Justin Bieber, this ordeal is a stark reminder of fame's darker side, a world where power and influence can come at an unimaginable cost. But the story is far from over. As Diddy prepares for trial, the stakes couldn't be higher, not just for him, but for his accusers and those caught in the fallout. The truth remains elusive, but one thing is certain: the next chapter in this saga promises to be just as explosive as the last. The real question is, when the dust finally settles, who will be left standing? Stay tuned as this dramatic story continues to unfold.